Next company that we have here is NG Health Tech. Mr. Ganesh and Dr, the co-founder and CEO.
We are NG Health Tech, and this is Dr. Mani, myself, Ganesh. And we are into developing health diagnosis devices. We want it to be more affordable and accurate. Let me ask you a couple of questions, guys. Let me start with a simple question. Let me ask a simple question. What are the top 3 vital organs in your body? I'll also help you. Heart. Brain. and let me tell you, the lungs is like one of the vital organs, like out of the top 3. I'm going to ask you one more question. Have you been to hospitals recently, either yourself, your friends and families, and you've been misdiagnosed, and you were looking for a second opinion? How many people are there? Raise your hands, please. It is a common problem. What in case, if there is a misdiagnosis problem, which is related to one of the vital organs, call it like lungs, it is a big problem, isn't it? Now, Dr. Manu is going to explain how big of the problem with the metrics, and he's going to explain how he is solving it.
Thank you, Ganesh. You may be surprised how big this problem while I'm explaining. In next 15 years, lungs-related disease is going to be a major cause of death worldwide, which is reported by WHO. There are 3 major factors which contributing to this. The first one is there is not enough technology for respiratory diagnosis tool. The second one is poor early stage disease diagnosis. The third one is expensive for common people. Whatever the existing respiratory diagnosis tool which we have now, everything is clinical based one. It's not related for non-clinical. If you want to monitor your lungs for a week, you need to be admitted in hospitals for a while. It consumes a lot of time, it consumes a lot of money. It's not affordable for common people. The second one is, whatever the existing signal processing technology to observe the respiratory diseases, it is a lack of early stage detections. We don't have such facility to detect the early stages. Let's look at some statistics. The global burden of disease recently reported that in 2017, they said that 45 million people has been affected due to these lungs related diseases. They admitted in hospital between 1990 to 2017, 545 million patients has admitted, which is 39% higher than 1990s. Okay, so recently US reported that in lungs-related disease, they spent more than $180 billion to diagnose and treat the diseases. Particularly in one segment, if you consider, under 20 age, they spent more than $30 billion to diagnose and treat the diseases. We know what is the problem, we understand what is the problem. But how MG Health Tech going to resolve this? Okay, we are going to build a wearable technology which can used in both conditions, like clinical purpose and non-clinical conditions. Also, we are going to use AI and ML technology where we can predict the disease with high accuracies. Also, we are going to focus affordability because in low middle income countries, they are suffering a lot. This respiratory illness is killer to them because 90% of disease is killing the people in lower middle income countries. So we are focusing towards to make affordable products. So this is our high level design of our product, which has 3 modules. One is a sensor model, the other one is a sensor interface model, the third one is software model. The sensor model will collect the data and it will read the human respiratory patterns. What the sensor interface model will do, it will regulate the data, remove the noises, and transmit to the software model. The software model will analyze the data, and it will give you information what stage you are in. If you have a COPD, either you are in the first stage or third stage, it will define. It will send the data immediately, instantaneously to the patients and doctors. If there is a suspicious signal, immediately the alarm will send it to the emergency room. Ganesh will discuss about the market.
Sure. Yeah, thanks, Mani. Mani talked about the problem-solution fit. Let's talk about product market fit. Is this a big enough problem for you to consider, right? I think Dayakar has mentioned it. So the total addressable market, including US, Europe, and India, is about $13 billion, out of which the serviceable address market is about $4 billion. That is where our competitors do a play. And we have a conservative estimate of like 1%, even if you achieve that, that serviceable obtainable market, which is about like $40 million. We understand, it is a big enough market to play. How are we achieving the market, or what is our go-to-market strategy? It is pretty simple. We are going to build a strong relationship with the doctors and the pulmonologists. They are going to be the champions for us. They are closely working with the customers and their patients. They know the pain points, and they are going to help us by recommending the products, by prescribing the products. The second one, for the brand awareness. Thanks for today's session. Dr. Mani, he's going to present this solution in industry conferences and also publishing articles. He's so good at it. He has done like 10 plus articles on this. The last one, but not the least one, build a partnership with the distributors who is already serving the market, already serving the big hospitals. So by building a strong relationship with them, they can take our product and go to the market pretty faster. Not only launch the product, but also for acceleration. Let's look at where we are right now. We have launched our company, which is incorporated in Texas. We have a strong team, and we have already filed the patents. The proof of concept is in progress. By 2024, early 2024, we will have a proof of concept being ready, and we will go through the A/B testing for increasing the accuracy. Then by 2025, pretty much we will be in the market, and we are going to continue to increase the product accuracy by launching the version 2, 3, etc. In parallel, we will be launching 2 other products. We have ideas in place, and we are going through the patent filing process. Okay, we did a strong, we did a SWOT analysis. What are our strengths? We have a strong research team. We are protecting our products with the patent filing, and we have a network of pulmonologists who understand the pain of the customers, patients. They are helping us to increase the product features. And what are our weaknesses? Obviously, it is a long-term investment, and there are some privacy concerns. We are going to address that. And there are health disparities by race, income, and geography. As I mentioned, it is a big opportunity. There is a huge market out there, and there is a strong market growth in the next 15 years. Our threats, obviously, the big players can come, catch up to us, and there are some regulatory challenges we will go through. So what is our ask? I think Dayakar did mention, if you want to help, please ask. So our ask here is like $2 million. Either we get like a $250K or $2 million, we're going to invest in the same ratio. The majority of the sum, like the lion's share of it will go into the device development or a device manufacturing. Then the rest of the things will go into research, and also we wanted to protect our intellectual property by the patents. Then there are some amount of portion will go into the software development, and rest of the thing will go into SG&A. Okay, you invest in us. What is that you're going to get? Even though it is a projection, we wanted to give you some set of numbers. Like we are launching like 1 million products into the market. So each product costs about $100, and out of which $60 is like a cost of goods and services. $40 is what we think it is a profit margin. I'm going to skip this slide. Let me go into the team. We have a strong team. Dr. Manigandan, he's from IIT, and he has done like 9+ years of research experience. And Ganesh, which is myself, and I have 20+ years of experience in the software development. And we have Praveen in Russia. They are the subject matter experts in the circuit design as well as the product manufacturing. We have a strong board of advisors, each one bringing the expertise in different areas. Dr. Pavani is the Dean of Research and Development from IIT Indore, and he is going to help us to be part of the accelerated program at IIT. Dr. Offer, he has 60 plus patents, he is a serial entrepreneur, and he is going to bring us the venture capitalists and investors in this area. Philip is going to help us to launch our product in European market. And Dr. Ganesh, he is with our customer 24/7. He understands the pain. He's constantly advising us like what product features to build. So with our team and 10 plus internships working with us, we want to make the health diagnosis more affordable and accurate for the world. Thank you.
Yes, hi. Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. And see, one of the things which I would love to learn more, right? So one of the slides shows that the entire 2023 you're going to be spending in your R&D, and then the POC is going to be coming 2024. So it looks like the commercialization is going to be happening 2 years from now, right, when it goes to the customers. And from what I understand, from the slide which you showed, what your product solves is more like a wearable kind of a solution, where it monitors your breathing pattern and whatnot, and then some kind of a output which kind of diagnoses your breathing solution, right? So, and you're going to be waiting 2 years for this market to hit the product. Aren't there solutions which is doing it right now? There are so much more advanced medical devices, wearables as in the market. So how are you viewing that?
Yeah, it's a good question. Actually, whatever the product existed now in the market, everything is ICU based, or like you can use it in clinical trials. There is no product which is available for wearable technology for non-clinical purpose, for continuous monitoring, specifically for this diagnosis. So whatever the technology available, those are in ICU or like hospitalized based.
No, but that's, I mean, I've heard of technologies where your heart rate is continuously monitored as a wearable. It has nothing to do with
that's different, but it's respiratory patents. Respiratory patents, like there is a different types of diseases inside the lungs. Okay, if you have different signals in your respiratory patents, then it will give you a different set of diseases. You know, like there is no product for diagnosing that disease.
I see.
Yes, the short answer is, there is no devices. There are clinical devices which are available related to lungs-related diseases. I understand for the heart, there are watches and smart watches and wearable devices. With respect to the lungs, it's mostly clinical devices.
It's only used in ICU.
So this will be the first wearable for lungs.
Yes, in 1991, if I'm not wrong, they used RPT based methods, but still they are using in a clinical one, not in wearable things. Like you can wear our product to go to gym or work, or you can do the daily routine works.
So that's my question, right? So in this industry, one is the leisure aspect of it. Like iWatch, there are all kinds of features in there. What you're talking about is more critical care, which has also to be integrated with EMR systems, including all healthcare systems. Have you all figured out the entire chain of things that has to happen, not just a device? And also, question number 2 is, how much of clinical trial you have done in terms of market traction for this already?
Sure.
Talking to doctors, patients, and things like that. Those
Absolutely, I can take that question. With respect to working the entire ecosystems, right? Not only this device in a working silos for the pulmonologists. The pulmonologists are the people who's going to use this device and who's going to recommend the device for the clinical and non-clinical setup. And obviously, we're going to do the API integrations with the rest of the software integration, software systems. It sounds funny, but as and when we build this device and have this application available, we want to make sure whatever the healthcare device systems are already available, we'll be able to make it integrated with the systems. But for the focusly, like pulmonologists are the one who's going to use it.
I think, Ganesh, thank you. I think, again, it's solving, I think we have a couple of minutes left here, so I just want to make sure. I think, are you guys trying to get into the device market, or are you trying to get into the software market? Because it's totally different market. I was kind of curious.
Agreed. So 100% it is a device market. That is where we wanted to play. It's not a software market. So this is our eventual curve, right? So research-based patented products, one by one. We're going to launch product by product. We are not a software vendors. We're not a software play. But we cannot ignore that. We're going to bring in AI, ML modeling and data collections. Eventually, we'll go into the analytical platform, insights as a service, data as a service. But the next few years, even for the 5 years, research-based patented products is going to be our strong focus.
Thank you very much, Ganesh. That was wonderful. And again, the audience, if you have any questions, if you want to interact with the presenter here, you can go to the slide over there. We have the QR code, and that should take you to the right place. Thank you very much, Ganesh.
Thank you.
There's a little award for making it to the final.